Summary. The most comprehensive and compelling book on sleep I have ever read. I am becoming convinced, aided by this book, that being able to sleep well is a huge advantage in life. This book is likely to convince you of the same. It is a summary of scientific research on sleep to date, providing insight on how sleep affects cognitive and physical performance in both the short and long term, and what you can do to improve your own sleep, which often involves avoiding things causing bad sleep. Recommended for everyone, as sleep affects us all. Notes. Part 1, This Thing Called Sleep. Chapter 1, To Sleep. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your lifespan. Sleep is the most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body health each day. Chapter 2, Caffeine, Jet Lag, and Melatonin. Your circadian rhythm is one of two factors determining wake and sleep. Melatonin helps regulate the timing of when sleep occurs by signaling darkness throughout the organism, but has little influence on the generation of sleep itself. Sleep pressure, caused by a buildup of the chemical adenosine in your brain, is the second factor affecting sleepiness. Caffeine works by blocking the receptors that adenosine affects, after about 30 minutes. Some people process caffeine faster than others, and we get less efficient as we age. To identify sleep deficiency. If you didn't set an alarm clock, would you wake up on time? Do you find yourself rereading things? Can you function optimally before noon without caffeine? Chapter 3, Defining and Generating Sleep. When it comes to information processing, think of the wake state principally as reception, experiencing and constantly learning the world around you, Rem sleep as reflection, storing and strengthening those raw ingredients of new facts and skills, and Rem sleep as integration, interconnecting these raw ingredients with each other, with all past experiences, and, in doing so, building an ever more accurate model of how the world works, including innovative insights and problem-solving abilities. Why did evolution decide to outlaw muscle activity during Rem sleep? Because by eliminating muscle activity you are prevented from acting out your dream experience. Chapter 4, Ape Beds, Dinosaurs, and Napping with Half a Brain. That humans, and all other species, can never sleep back that which we have previously lost is one of the most important take-homes of this book, the saddening consequences of which I will describe in chapters 7 and 8. How should we sleep? Throughout developed nations, most adults currently sleep in a monophasic pattern, that is, we try to take a long, single bout of slumber at night, the average duration of which is now less than 7 hours. Visit cultures that are untouched by electricity and you often see something rather different. Hunter-gatherer tribes, such as the Gabra in northern Kenya or the San people in the Kalahari Desert, whose way of life has changed little over the past thousands of years, sleep in a biphasic pattern. Both these groups take a similarly longer sleep period at night, 7 to 8 hours of time in bed, achieving about 7 hours of sleep, followed by a 30 to 60-minute nap in the afternoon. Apparent from this remarkable study is this fact: when we are cleaved from the innate practice of biphasic sleep, our lives are shortened. It is perhaps unsurprising that in the small enclaves of Greece where siestas still remain intact, such as the island of Icaria, men are nearly 4 times as likely to reach the age of 90 as American males. Rem sleep. Rem sleep exquisitely recalibrates and fine-tunes the emotional circuits of the human brain, discussed in detail in Part 3 of the book. Second, and more critical, if you multiply these individual benefits within and across groups and tribes, all of which are experiencing an ever-increasing intensity and richness of Rem sleep over millennia, we can start to see how this nightly Rem sleep recalibration of our emotional brains could have scaled rapidly and exponentially. Rem sleep fuels creativity.